Howdy doody gamers, welcome to RetroCade. Sometimes, things work well together. The same is true for video games as well, with some combinations so novel that they spawn genres of their own. So today, we will look at the 7 most unique genre mashups. Keep in mind that we chose more obscure games than ones you've heard of a million times. Evoland. Evoland is a unique game that takes players on a journey through the history of video games, specifically the RPG genre. Starting with simple 8-bit graphics and basic mechanics, the game evolves as players progress, introducing more advanced graphics, gameplay mechanics, and features typical of later RPGs. This gradual evolution serves as both a nostalgic tribute and a clever gameplay mechanic, blending action-adventure elements with RPG progression and exploration. Duskers. Duskers places players in the role of a drone operator in a dystopian future, where they must explore derelict spaceships to gather resources and survive. The game is played through a command line interface, giving it a unique, immersive feel as players control drones remotely. The horror elements come from the unknown dangers lurking in the dark, abandoned ships, while the roguelike mechanics ensure that every run is different. The game's minimalist approach to storytelling and its tense atmosphere make it a standout in the horror strategy genre.
Explore all these derelict ships, gather what I can from them. Been to over 20 ships now.
Sundered. Sundered is a hand-drawn Metroidvania game with rogue-like elements, where players explore a vast, procedurally generated world filled with Lovecraftian horrors. The game's emphasis on exploration, combined with its evolving and upgradable abilities, keeps the experience fresh as players navigate through ever-changing levels. The game also features a unique narrative that challenges players with moral choices, affecting the gameplay and story outcomes. The art style and intense combat make Sundered a visually striking and engaging title.
Will I resist or embrace?
Dungeon of the Endless. Dungeon of the Endless is a hybrid game that blends the resource management and strategic depth of tower defense with the exploration and permadeath mechanics of roguelikes. Players control a team of characters who must defend a crystal from waves of enemies while exploring randomly generated levels. The challenge comes from balancing exploration with defense, as players must carefully decide when to push forward and when to fortify their position. The game's unique mix of genres and cooperative multiplayer options make it a compelling experience. Gato Roboto. Gato Roboto is a charming monochrome Metroidvania game where players control a cat named Kiki, who pilots a mech suit to explore a mysterious underground facility. The game blends classic platforming mechanics with exploration-based progression as players unlock new abilities and areas. The minimalist art style, combined with tight controls and a lighthearted story, creates an enjoyable experience that pays homage to the Metroidvania genre while adding its own quirky twist. Moonlighter. Moonlighter tells the story of Will, a shopkeeper with dreams of becoming a hero. By night, he ventures into dungeons filled with monsters and treasure, battling enemies in procedurally generated rooms. By day, Will returns to town to sell his loot in his shop, where players set prices, manage inventory, and interact with customers. The game's blend of action-packed dungeon crawling and detailed shop management creates a unique and engaging experience that rewards both combat and economic strategy. Forager. Forager is an addictive open-world sandbox game that blends survival elements with idle game mechanics. Players start with a small piece of land and must gather resources, craft tools, build structures, and expand their territory. The game offers a variety of activities, including farming, mining, combat, and puzzle solving, all while managing resources and upgrading skills. The continuous progression and the ability to automate certain tasks make Forager a highly satisfying experience for fans of both sandbox and survival games. Pyre, developed by Supergiant Games, combines traditional RPG mechanics with a unique sports-like game mode called the Rites, where players guide their party of exiles through a mystical tournament. The Rites involve a mix of strategy and action, as players control a team in a 3v3 match where they must extinguish the opposing team's pyre while protecting their own. The game also features deep character development, branching narratives, and a rich, vibrant world. The blend of genres results in a distinctive and emotionally resonant experience. CrossCode. CrossCode is a retro-inspired action RPG set in a fictional MMO game world. Players take on the role of Leah, a mute character navigating a rich, pixel art universe. The game features fast-paced combat that requires precision and quick reflexes, combined with intricate environmental puzzles that challenge the player's logic and problem-solving skills. The story is emotionally engaging, and the gameplay mixes traditional RPG mechanics with innovative puzzle solving, making it a standout title. Valkyria Chronicles. Set in an alternate reality version of Europe during a fictional war, Valkyria Chronicles combines turn-based tactical strategy with real-time third-person shooting. Players command a squad of soldiers, each with unique abilities, moving them across a battlefield where positioning and strategy are key. The game's watercolor-inspired graphics and emotional storytelling add depth to the intense tactical gameplay, making it a beloved title among fans of strategy games.
I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town.
Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.